Dear viewers, in the view of upcoming Civil Services Preliminary Examination, PT 2021 revision series has been started to make your preparation better. The program will be published at 9 a.m. daily. Hope this initiative of ours will be beneficial for you. Thank you. Dear viewers, welcome to the new series of To The Point. Today's topic of discussion is Gupta era temple uncovered in UP. First of all, let's see why is it in the news. Recently, the Archaeological Survey of India or ASI discovered remains of an ancient temple dating back to the Gupta period, that is 5th century, in Bilsar village in Uttar Pradesh, Etah district. The Bilsar site was declared protected in 1928 by the ASI. Now let's discuss about the archaeological findings. Every year, the ASI undertakes scrubbing work at the protected sites. This year, the team discovered 2 decorative pillars close to one another with human figurines. To understand their significance, further excavation was conducted and stairs were discovered. The stairs had Shankhalipi inscriptions which possibly read Sri Mahendra Ditya, which was the title of Kumaragupta I. As per the ASI, the stairs led to a structural temple built during the Gupta period. The discovery becomes significant since only 2 other structural temples from the Gupta age have been found so far. Dashavatara temple in Devgarh and Bhitargaon temple in Kanpur Dehat. Now moving on to the Shankhalipi script. Shankhalipi or shell script is a term used by scholars to describe ornate spiral characters assumed to be Brahmi derivatives that look like conch shells or shanks. They are found in inscriptions across north-central India and date to between the 4th and 8th centuries. A similar inscription was found on the back of a stone horse sculpture from that period that is at present in the State Museum at Lucknow. Both Shankhalipi and Brahmi are stylized scripts used primarily for names and signatures. The inscriptions consist of a small number of characters, suggesting that the shell inscriptions are names or auspicious symbols or a combination of the two. Now let's discuss about Kumaragupta I. Kumaragupta I was the successor of Chandragupta II. He had a long reign from 414 to 455 AD. He performed the Ashwamedha Yajna, which was confirmed by Ashwamedha coins. The discovery of 1395 coins affirms his extension towards the south. His period is also regarded as forming part of the golden age of the Guptas. He founded the Nalanda University. Towards the middle of the 5th century AD, the reign of the Kumaragupta I was disturbed by the revolt of Pushyamitra tribe and the invasion of the Hunas. His greatest achievement was his repulsing the attack of the Pushyamitra. After the death of Kumaragupta I, Skandagupta succeeded in 455 AD and reigned from 455 to 467 AD. Now moving on to the question for today. Consider the following statements. 1. He founded Nalanda University. 2. His greatest achievement was his repulsing the attack of Pushyamitra. 3. His period is also regarded as forming part of the golden age of the Guptas. The above statements describe which of the following Gupta kings? A. Skandagupta, B. Vishnugupta, C. Samudragupta or D. Kumaragupta I. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Dear viewers, watch this topic in Hindi on our Drishti IS Hindi YouTube channel.